Welcome to the Cavalier Sports Report. I'm your host, Mackenzie Moore, and today we have with us special guest, administrative assistant in the athletic department, Betsy Petre. Betsy, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So we'll just start off, first off, explaining your job, what you do here at the college.
Well, like you said, I'm the administrative assistant. Basically, I'm Carl Heinrich, who is our athletic director's right-hand man. Anything he needs assistance in, I'm there to help him. I'm also basically the secretary for all our coaches. So I help them with eligibility, scholarships. If any of our athletes have questions about their accounts, I let them know that they can feel free to come to talk to me, and I'll help them in any way possible.
How often do you have athletes that come in and maybe they're confused on it? Because you don't really get that explained too much. Like, they're more worried about this is the school that gave me a scholarship.
Right.
And then the details, like, well, we'll get through that later.
The beginning of the year, I do have a lot of athletes come in, and I think that's great. I want to have an open door. I was an athlete here, and I know it can be stressful coming in as an 18-year-old athlete right out of high school where things are kind of spoon-fed, and all of a sudden you're on your own. So I like to help the athletes. I want them to feel welcome. So I would say maybe one a day or so comes in for help.
You said you were an athlete here. I hear that you were a two-sport athlete?
I was indeed, yes.
Which two sports did you play?
I played soccer for 1 year and I played tennis for 2 years.
Which sport did you like better when you were here?
I have to say I liked tennis more. Just not quite as hard on my body, and I was able to play doubles with the same girl that I played in high school with at a small private school. So that was great to kind of have that camaraderie with someone from high school, and it was a smaller team, so you really get to create great lifelong friendships with those on your team.
What is your greatest Cavalier sports memory?
The time I was here, I would say in tennis, my freshman year, we went down to College Station, Texas, and we got 8th in the country. And I also like to, as part of my job, watch a lot of the sports that we have here. I just think it's great to get out there and see our athletes. And the last couple of years, we've had great women's basketball teams, and I've run the shot clock, so I've been able to see them have some great battles and win the East Jayhawk Conference title the last 2 years. So looking forward to a 3rd year in a row, and we're hosting the women's national tournament this year, so hopefully our Cavaliers can get back there and make some noise. So.
Would you say women's or basketball in general is your favorite sport to watch here at the
Yeah,
college?
I'm pretty good about watching all the women's sports. I love watching soccer. Obviously, I played it, and Coach Schwab is still coaching, so it's great to get out there and see him. But I probably watch the most women's basketball, and then in the spring I watch softball too. So.
All right. What part about being a student athlete played into your career choice?
I was actually a nursing major my freshman year, and I was able to take a class called Career Life Planning, and we had to go to a career fair, and it was down in the field house, and I was able to meet Lori Mallory, who was the athletic director at the time, and she said, you might want to look into sports management. You've been in athletics your whole life. You're enjoying your time here. You might want to look into it. So after my freshman year, I changed majors and became a sports management major. And I think with Johnson County being a small program, I was also a student event worker. I was really able to see the inner workings of our department, so I could get an idea of careers that would be available to me. So it was a blessing to be able to work when I was 18, 19 years old in something that I was majoring in.
As an athlete that played here and then now you've been here watching all the sports, what changes have been made to the sports since your time as an athlete here?
I would say that the level of athletes just keeps improving. I think that athletes are getting bigger, stronger, faster. I mean, I'm a pretty small, short, petite girl, and now I look at some of our soccer players and basketball players, and they are just strong, and they really focus in the weight room. So I just think that athletics just keeps improving as time goes on.
Well, you get to be a part of that as they keep on improving. You get to help us out there, make sure these athletes know what's going on. Betsy, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you.
That's it for this edition of the Cavalier Sports Report. I'm your host, Mackenzie Moore, reporting for JCAV TV.